Okay, I have another basket here from the customer, and I don't know if I did a clip on this one, but this one is made of all sweetgrass. There's one roll that's still connected to the basket, so I know a little bit of bulrush is on this one, but the entire basket is all sweetgrass. And that is something I really don't like, because I don't think there's enough strength in the basket when just using just plain sweetgrass by itself. The bulrush would give it some stability. Whoever made this one a while back they did start it off with sweetgrass, which was pretty interesting. Because back then, I didn't know if they actually just start exactly with sweetgrass itself and then the bulrush. But this one was well made starting. It is right-handed, so that's the good thing about it. But there's a lot of skips in this basket, and I don't like that. So I am going to rewrap this entire basket. Because of how the skip is, you can see all through the basket. It is loose, that's true, but it's very old. And I am going to make this basket also. Right now, there's three rows going up on this basket, and then they put the handle. So more likely this basket was used for maybe a little tray or something. We're just putting little biscuit, cookies. From my standpoint, I don't think this basket was designed to pick up from the handle, especially heavy stuff, because it would have probably just broke off. Now, what I will do is, this one has 3 rows going up, then the handle. I am going to go 5 rows up. I am going to put some bulrush to give it a little more contrast, and maybe some red pine to kind of bring out that bottom. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the sides here, all sweetgrass. Then I am going to put bulrush coming down the top of this. And what I'm going to do is, on the handles, instead of having 2 rows, I'm going to make it 3 rows. So to make this basket a little more higher than the original basket. Because remember, no 2 baskets are going to ever be the same, even if I did the same amount of roll. It's just that I want my basket to have a little more stability to it. So every time I get a basket, I look at it, I dissect it, I see what I can make it better. I will add to it, whether it's contrast or stability. It's going to be very interesting when I start on the other basket. So I'm going to start at the beginning here and come all the way around. Should take me a couple of days just to do the bottom itself, because I will go back and forth, because I have some other things I have to get done, and then I'll get back in line where I can just take maybe 3-4 hours to work on this basket each day until I get it done. Then I'm going to make a new basket from start to finish. And then I have a bottom already made, so I might have to add some roll to this basket, and then I'll go from there. We shall see how it's going to look. I'll let you see the final process of that basket once I've done everything. Now, I had to fix my stand here for my camera, but anyway, getting back to this basket, I am getting ready to start this basket. And first thing I'm going to do is start right here at the beginning, because this basket have a lot of skips in it. So I'm going to let you see from step by step, starting just a few rows. All of this have to be fixed in here because of how we got 1 stitch and then 1 wrap, 1 stitch, and I see some 2 wraps. Oh man, why did this vendor did this run here? It's unbelievable. Back in those days, some of them even was doing it then. And that is what I hate. You know, my mom didn't teach me this way. I mean, like, man, they're messing the basket up on this one. But I will repair all of this and make this basket a little more stability and tightness to it. I hate these stitch and then a wind and a stitch, then a wind. Oh man, there's one with 3 right here. It's unbelievable. I mean, there's a stitch, there's a wind, there's a wind, there's a wind, then a stitch. There's another one. There's a stitch, there's a wind, there's a wind, there's a wind, and a stitch. Man, it's just unbelievable. You'll see as I get this basket going. Now, I got this bottom almost done. I'm gonna have to go back and apply some sweetgrass at the beginning because the hole is still there. I still got 2 rows I gotta finish on this basket, and I'm gonna get it done as quickly as possible because I want to start making that other basket too. But on this one, even though it's all sweetgrass, I'm going to end up putting some bulrush. Oh man, let's see here. I don't know if that's going to work. I'm going to have to pop this one because this part is not going to go in there. That's one thing I know not going to happen. All right, let me put this glass on because I can only see, I can't see the small, can't see tiny stuff. All right, let's see. I'm gonna get this in here. Okay, that look a little better. Now, since this basket was all sweetgrass, I think they had a little bit of pine mixed in the inside of the sweetgrass, but on the end, definitely is a little bulrush. Now this bulrush, it don't look like bulrush, but it is. And I am going to get this piece in. I'm trying to get this as tight as possible, but the problem is, even though this is all sweetgrass, it will have stability, but I can't tell you if this is gonna last very long, this basket. It was very old, so if the customer does the right thing with the basket, I think it'll last a little longer. But they won't be able to use the handle, anything heavy. They can put a pie dish in there. They can still use it for bread, for biscuit, but nothing very heavy using the handles, because when I put this handle back on, I got to put a little bit of material, but still this basket only going to have a little bit of bulrush at the very end. Now when I make that other basket, I'm going to, just like this, I will have a lot of contrast in the basket. You go to see the colors, and then I'm going to put it side by side, and then you can see how the basket will be. So right now I am trying to get up in the top, trying to make it as tight as possible. Okay, I'm breaking off all that old palm. That's the good thing. Take out all this old palm. I'm going to go back once I'm done, and I will try to pull out any dry strands that are left. So right now, this basket is looking pretty good. I got to cut all this off, but I can do that later. I want to get up to this last row. Once I get up to this last row, then I'll decide on the bulrush. See, I gotta take all that out because all that is just old. Now I went down to the market yesterday. Today is Sunday. It is Sunday. Actually, it's getting dark right now outside, Sunday evening, but went down to the market, and if you can see on my video yesterday, you will see how the market was flooded. And I kind of wished I didn't go all the way out there because I never set up. It's a good thing. It flooded. Then, after the rain kind of stopped a little bit, I couldn't get out because the water was too high. So I had to wait. So I think about 11 o'clock. No, I'm sorry. About 10:30, the rain stopped. Then I had to wait for the water to go down in order to get out. Now, after I load the car back up, then the car wouldn't start. So, oh man. Now I called AAA. Now they're on the way, and I don't know what happened, whether the battery just wasn't working right. The car was locked up, would not move. The key wasn't even turning. And I had both keys with me. So I waited. Then after talking to one of the vendors, still couldn't figure out why the car wouldn't start. Locked up. Man, that's all I know. So I called AAA. I told the lady what was going on. She was going to send somebody to test the battery and the electrical system. And I mean, the water was high, so no water got into the car, but maybe because something under the car got water in it, and I just had to wait for it to dry out because, I mean, that was a guess. So after about 30 minutes, AAA hadn't gotten there yet, but they were coming. And just a little bit, maybe 10, 15 minutes before they made the call, I emailed AAA back, tell them, oh, don't come, don't send the tech because the car started. So I think because water got up into something, the car would not start. And maybe there's something in the car that won't let me drive off until the water receded, which was good, I guess, a safety mechanism. And the car started and I didn't have no more problems. So I was blessed on that. I got home. I didn't bring the car all the way to the back of the house because I know with all that soft area, I would just bog in the back. So I got on the side of the house. Tomorrow is Monday. And what I will do is I will get in the car, see if it starts. And hopefully that was just the problem. And then I need to find some dirt to put on the back of the house. I've been putting this thing off now for 2 years. And I remember talking with somebody about getting some dirt, but now I lost all the information. So I don't know who I talked to. So I saw a truck, a dump truck. And I pulled up, I Googled it. I'm going to check and see if these people sell dirt or haul dirt. I don't know where they would get it from, but if the price is right, I will get me several truckloads. So I'm going to have to kind of budget for that because I want to fix her garden in the back, garden in the front, then put dirt both sides of the house. So let's hope and pray that the price will be right, because I really want to get that dirt and start fixing things up around the house. Now, I don't know what Ian and Winnie's going to do, whether he's going to decide on getting her paper. We shall see. Maybe marriage is in the line. Marriage is in the line. So let them decide on what they want to do. All right. This is looking good. I just got it. I'm getting up to this last line up here. Once I get up there, then I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to work on see how this handle is going to be. So I got 2 more rows and I will have this basket almost completed, because I already done the bottom. Like I said, I just got to go back and I just got to put some grass down the bottom because there's a hole there. Let me kind of loop this around. And you can see how all that look now. I mean, look at that. And I got to cut out these extras. Now, we got early spring. And I have been making a lot of crosses. Palm Sunday's coming up, Easter, Mother's Day, and hopefully I can sell a lot of crosses also, along with the roses this coming. So with this early spring, it's been bringing a lot of people out. The only problem is all this rain. It's rain for the last, oh man, 3 nights now. Saturating the ground. Okay, I'm gonna get that out. I'm gonna pull this off because I'm thinking, yeah. So now I'm working around this. I'm doing these videos because I want people to actually see what I'm going through, what we as basket makers do. I mean, this is not machine made. Everything's done by hand. And it takes time. And sometimes I think people want to try to use us, exploit us, trying to get something done for cheap or for nothing at all. No. I don't think that's good. Okay. I got everything going now, so. I'm kind of flexing this out as I go to try to make this as tight and sturdy as possible. So each time I go around, I mean, still, this basket is still flexible. Kind of flimsy. I mean, I can't get it any tighter than what I have because, I mean, it's all grass. Now, when I put that other basket together, I know it's going to be very tight, very, very stable. This one got 2 4 rows. Let's see, am I right? It got 2 4 rows, and then putting the handle. And like I say, I am going to make mine where I gonna have 5 to 6 rows up, and then the handle, and then on the handle I'm gonna put 3 rows on that handle. Okay, everything's coming together now. I mean, you can see how all that is just dried out. Oh man. Now, you know, I got to call Michael. I got to call Amy. I think Michael is going to come home for spring break next weekend. So I am going to drive out there and get him from Clemson. I think he said the 16th. Today is the 9th or the 10th. So next weekend, I believe, is spring break for him. I will call him tomorrow or text him tomorrow and find out. If so, then I will get everything together and I will take the hand truck this time, so that way we get everything in one punch. Leave early Sunday morning, pick him up like I normally do. I don't know if Mama will be able to go. I don't know, Mama might be able to go. She might be off on Sunday. So we will see. Then that way we can go out Sunday evening. We'll go out to a restaurant. Okay. All right, I'm getting there. So I'm gonna flex this in. I got one more row to go. One more row. All right. I gotta cut all these little strands off. I still gotta go here, come right here, and then up top here, then this will be where the handle start. So I need to get all the way around, so I wouldn't say I got 1.5 rows still to go. All right, I gotta get this piece in. Oh man, I tell you. There we go. Got it. All right, I'm gonna pop some more. Man, see all of that? I mean, it is dried out. I mean, man. Now I am going to do a video clip on a number of baskets that in the past that I worked on, and you'll see how that basket was before I worked on it and after. Someone had asked me about that, and I never did it, but now I'm going to do one because several people have asked me for it, and I think I was afraid or lucky to do it because once I release it, business might go full and I can't keep up. I mean, just releasing the 2 video was hard enough, and I got backed up last year, and I'm doing a different procedure now. I mean, I'm still backed up sometime, but not as much as I was last year because I kind of slowed everything coming in. I had the customers waiting until I get down to maybe 5 or 10, and then they can send their basket in. I was getting all the way up in the 20s, and that's what's causing customers having to wait a long time. I've had customers waiting over 6-7 months, and the longest was a whole year because I just backed up. So I don't want to be holding all those baskets. Because remember, right now, I am the only one in the house that's sewing. Everybody else is either working or in school. So that's okay. All right, I got this coming along real good. See all that? Now you can see on the side right here, my mama's basket. I just put that on the side because remember I told you, that basket is no rush because it's my mama's basket, but I am, I'd say 90% done so far. And somewhere in there next week, I will, or maybe tomorrow, I will start on the braided edge and just do that only. And somewhere next week or somewhere before this week is out, I will start working on the handle. I never got to the 2 rows in the bottom that had to been finished, so that still have to be completed. So everything will come together real soon, and then I'll be releasing all the new video clips. I got some editing, and I'm trying to get some background music for a few clips also. Not too many, but I will have to do some editing. All right. So you can see I just got the 1 row, and then I will take all of this off. I just need a little reference point of where to put the handles. I want to make this as straight as possible because I believe whoever did this basket, the handle was a little offset. So I'm going to kind of move it, kind of balance it out in a way. So that's the only change on the basket. It's really not a change. It's just you wouldn't have known if you've seen the basket.
Hopefully I can push out this whole piece here, because either that or I'm going to have to cut it out. All right. Now, I want y'all to see, I got some long pine palm here. This is very long. I am going to script this tomorrow. It is cured. With me being in the sunroom, it takes me about, with the heat, about 2 days to cure, and that will be ready for using in the basket. But I have several bags already ready, so I am going to put those in the refrigerator or the freezer and use those in the next couple of days or a week or so when I get to it. So as I get some very long palm, I will script those and use it for sewing the basket with. Then the rest of the material are either going to make crosses and flowers. I still got that plan. I got to get down to Florida to Amy, and I'm going to get me some palm, hopefully a truckload. If I get 200-300, oh man, I will be able to make a lot of crosses and flowers. That is the plan. We are going to see how this work out. Uh-oh. Man, that is coming good. That is coming good. It's good and sturdy now. All I got to do is get this run through row, and then I'll start the handle. I'm almost there, almost there. Now, other thing I'm going to do is still got a couple of wreaths that I got to make. I got some fans that needs to be made. I don't know how I'm going to do all of that. There's so much stuff to do, and you can't do it all. So I am trying to do what will sell first. And my two biggest sellers right now is repairing basket and first time baskets. So I'm trying to keep basket on the table, and I'm trying to also repair baskets. So in the last 3 months, I've been doing more repairs than selling the baskets, and that's okay. I mean, that was the plan anyway. I knew it was going to happen. So it's not a bad thing, still a good thing. And I know a lot of people got concerns out there. If I'm repairing all these baskets, then is it the basket no good? They say a basket, once it's made, it will last a lifetime. Yes, that all depends on how you use the basket. If you do all the wrong things with the basket, then no, the basket not going to last long. You got to remember, back in the old days, they used these baskets for fish and grain and vegetables and all kind of stuff, and it gets wet and start rotting because you have stuff that's sitting in the basket a long time, compared to now the new generation. I mean, you don't use the basket as much, except to put a little bread and biscuit in, or they might put it on the wall or a shelf someplace. But if you use it and the dogs get to it and the kids get to it and it damage the basket. But yes, the basket's going to get old. Basket's not going to stay new. the basket going to start, something's going to come loose. And if you don't fix it right there and then, it's going to become looser and looser and looser. Then all of a sudden, you're going to tie it up like some people did. They find rope, glue. I mean, you'll be surprised what people do to keep the basket back together once it starts coming loose, instead of finding somebody to repair them for them. Maybe they didn't think there was anybody out there that would repair the baskets. But now there's a lot, you got other vendors that start to repair baskets. You know, it depends. You can check with vendors, see who got the best price. Now some, they're just gonna patch your basket up. I do everything. I'm gonna do an inspection of your basket. I'm gonna fix the area that's bad. Then I'm gonna inspect that basket and see, is there something else that can be fixed before sending it back to you? Or maybe your basket might need a very overhaul, and it might have to be rewinded all together. But sometime I just got to fix a row here, maybe a couple of rows there, and that's it. Not like this one where I had to rewrap the entire basket, and that takes a little time. And the old saying is, you know, for some people it is easier to make a basket than to repair. I mean, that depends on that person. But for me, oh man, I like repairing basket. I like working on Sweetgrass basket if need. Not that I'm gonna say your basket gonna come apart, but there are a lot of baskets out there. People do all kind of things, something wrong with it. You know. It's kind of like a car. I mean, if you don't take care of the brakes, and you keep driving it and keep driving it without doing something with the pads, then the brake's gonna go out. Now you're gonna pay a little more money on it. So you wanna get it before it gets worse. But man, I tell you, don't throw your basket away, because I mean, when I finish this basket and you see what I've done, you're not going to throw your basket away. I mean, send it to me and I'd be glad to make it like new for you again. I mean, you'll save this basket right here. This person threw this basket away. If you look at it now, from the size, the shape, design, even if it ain't got no bulrush in it, I mean, this is a $300-400 basket right here, just right here. Think you're gonna throw $300-400 away? I mean, this person probably spent maybe $20-30 back in those days, and look at the price now. Look what they got. They didn't lose. They gained. Didn't lose no value in the basket. Even if they didn't repair this basket, it's still, that's what it's gonna worth. But when somebody see a basket, they're not gonna buy something like how this basket was. Now, they'll be glad to buy the basket from you. All right, now look at that. I mean, like, look at that. I mean, I'm up to that last handle, last row. I'm gonna get around here, then I will go ahead and I will stop right up here. So once I get to there, that will be it for tonight. I'm gonna go on. I don't like working late night on a basket. No, that ain't gonna happen. Now, when we have all these storms, can't do nothing, can't go no place, I might stay up late to work on a basket because of kind of monitoring the weather. But other than that, I want to get my rest tomorrow. All right, I am on the last row before the handle. Uh-oh, got to do a little trimming here, just a little bit. Okay. Yeah, see all that? All that is old rotted material. Now, I haven't put any material, any grass in this basket yet, but when I get to this top, last 2 rows, that is where I will have to put some new material. So it is going to look a little different in the coloring. I'm going to try to get as close to the old grass as possible. I mean, even with the bulrush, it's impossible. So right here on this row here, no, that's not no bulrush either. I've been looking all through this basket. It's just looked like they only put it one place, and that was on the top, last row. So what I'm going to do is I am going to mix the bulrush in the grass like this original one was. They got a little grass then a little bulrush, but I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't want to make this thing okay. Need to see that? That's nice and long. I like it when it's long like that. This is a good scissors, people. Well, it's not really a scissors, but a shear that I got from Home Depot. Or did I get it from Lowe's? Where did I get this cutter from? Lowe's. I got this from Lowe's. Okay. I now got this basket completed. And I got to cut all the little strands away from the basket. And then I'm going to get started on my basket. And I will let you see how the basket looks once I am done or almost finished. And we'll put those 2 baskets together on my little turn stand here, and you can see the difference in the 2 baskets. So right now, all the stuff I'm cutting off is not needed, and I don't want to send it to the customer like that, because if they pop and pull these off, it's going to damage the stitches. So I didn't want to cut any until I finished the basket. So now you will see what this basket looks like in one couple of minutes here. I just want to cut a few of these, the long ones, and get it out of the way, because I'm going to turn this basket over, and then I finish trimming all the excess material. It's really the palm itself. Then we can get a better look at the basket by me moving some of the threads. Okay, I think I got everything. Let me cut a little more, because I really want you to see this basket. just bear in mind I'm going to cut all this excess stuff. Okay, now on the bottom, I'm going to really do some trimming here because I got a lot. It's not going to take me long. And with me doing it this way, I got the chance to re-inspect the basket, making sure that I got everything and nothing is loose. I find out I get a basket completed faster by just keep going and cutting all the strands off last. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay, few more, and then you'll be able to see this basket in detail. I'm kind of rushing this because I want to show you this real quickly and go into the next step. All right, almost done. I'm actually going to make several of these baskets because I got something on one. I want to put a special design every time I go to a market overseas. I'm always looking for something that I can put on my basket to the outside, something like a little decorated piece that won't come off. Okay, so look at that. I mean, it is done. This basket got stability, and even the handle is okay. They can use this for a pie pan. Put a pie pan in there, or a dish. Could put vegetables, fruit, cake, chips. There's a lot of ideas you can use this basket for. So I don't know what the customer is using this basket for, but they're gonna love that I got this basket done. And I am gonna let you see on the other basket when I put that basket together, and you'll see that later. But now, I mean, look at that. It's almost like brand new. And all I did, people, was I changed that palm, rewrapped this entire basket. So you saw how this basket looked when I first got it, and now you can see how it looked now that I'm finished with it. I am gonna still go back, and at the beginning right here, there's still a little bit of holes. I need to go back and fill those in with a little bit of grass. That'll be the only way. It's not going to be a complete thing, but it will have a little hole here and there. But this basket is solid. I mean, it's not going to hold any water. I mean, it's not designed for that, but it is good. It got strength to it. I wish I had my peanut butter jar. Oh, hold on here. Oh man, I got this glue. This is a 1 pound glue. Oh, they'll do the handle. Oh man, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh man, this is one, let's see, how much is this? 5 pounds? This is 5 pounds. Where is it? Where is it? 1 gallon. This is a 1 gallon of glue, and it is heavy, so I guess it's 5 pounds. Look at that. Oh man. I mean, like, man, I didn't think I can do that, just working on that. And so you can see, after me fixing, oh wow, fixing this basket, what it's now looking like. I mean, man, all the sides, oh, this customer is going to be very happy with this basket, because I think she don't think, or he or she don't think that I would have been able to do this basket, because they did mention, are you sure I'm going to be able to fix this basket? Yes, I did. And now you can see, and later on you will see me on the other basket. So I'm going to go to that, start working on that, because I'm going to almost have that completed. I got a few things to do, and I'm going to tie it off. Then we will put those two baskets together, and you will see the final dimensions and process of the basket, putting both together so you can see what it looked like. And you should be very happy. Okay, I'll see you guys for right now. I am going to go over and start working on the other basket like this, and then you'll see that, and I'll put those two together on the little turntable there, and we will talk a little bit about the color contrast and everything. This basket here was entirely all sweetgrass. There was a little bulrush in there, so what I did is I intertwined some of the bulrush within the grass, so you really can't see the entire bulrush. It comes out a little bit here and a little bit there, and it has strength, and this is ready to go on another years and years of use. Okay. Well, I am finished with the other basket, and let me cut these little pieces out. Hold on, I don't know why I took these glasses off again. I can't see the small. This is a habit for me, but I got this done, and I want to show you what this basket look like now. Let me cut all this off, make it look a little more presentable. Okay, this basket is done. Let me grab the other one, take this off, my glasses. Okay, now what I have done is I put a little more contrast in the new basket. I got some long pine needle, sweetgrass. I got the bulrush, so you can see the coloring, the contrast, the different contrast of the basket now. So I have built up from 4 rows to 5. Then on the handles, I put 3 rows on the handles, so the basket is just a little bigger. And you can, if you see right now, you can see the difference, see the coloring. And we know that basket got a lot of stability to it, because I can put this 5-pounder in there. Oh man, look at that. Oh, look at that. I mean, that is awesome. So, I know that will work. I'm going to do one with an S-handle basket the same way when I do my mama's basket, and you'll see the difference in that. A lot of contrast in the basket now. So the customer is going to be happy with this basket, and now I'm happy with this basket. So if you want one of these built, I can make one of these baskets for you also. I will put this on my website in the next coming weeks, and I will take one down to the market, so I got to get some measurements, and then I will make a couple of these baskets also. I do have some bottoms that's already started, so I can get those ones completed very fast. So I'm thinking maybe 3 for the website, maybe 3 for the market, and I'll keep one here for examples. So no problem. So now
every time I work on a repair basket, I will build one of those baskets, but it will be a little different. No two baskets don't ever be the same. You can see also my stitch is different from the stitch of whoever made this basket. So I also can use this stitch, but no, I use my own stitch. So I'm only going to mimic the basket that somebody else has already made to repair that basket only. So I will not take anybody's stitches. Same thing with in the house. My children, my wife, they have their own stitch, so I will not take off all of this stitch. I have my own stitch. Okay, so let me put this over here, and I'm going to take a picture of it, and everybody can see. I'm going to take it over here, put it on my little stand, sit it next to each. Let me turn around here, and now you can see better idea of how these two basket looks. Okay, all that was all bulrush in that one. That is the repair on the left, and on the right, this is the one I built. A little more contrast. I am one row higher than the original basket. A little more depth to it, and I put 3 rows on the handle itself compared to 2 rows on the repair basket. So now you can see the difference in the 2 baskets, and I'll take a picture of each one, and somewhere in there I will be doing a video, and you'll see these baskets again, how it was built, how it is when it's finished, and then a new one if possible. Okay, now that I've finished these 2 baskets, and like I saying that I am going to make some more of these 2. This is the original, and this is mine. And you can see I put a little more contrast in the basket, where I started it with some pine needles, a little redder, the sweetgrass, and then some bulrush. I went 1 extra row up to give the basket a little more height and stability. You still can put 5 pounds of sugar or rice in each one of the basket. The handles are sturdy. I ended up having to make a special nail bone for this one because the stitches was very small. Whoever that basket maker was, they did a good job on it. It's just that when trying to repair certain baskets, I would have to have something to, a guide hole to make it a little smaller, making the weave, or how you say the sewing, the stitch, a little more smaller compared to how mine is a little bigger. But I am going to make several more of these baskets, like I said, and I'm going to raise it a little more. I will put 1 extra row on each, whether it's the main body or the handle, give a little more stability. So you can see the difference in the height now, only by 1 row on each area, the main body itself, and then also the handle. I have 3 rows on there, giving it a whole lot more stability altogether. So I enjoy working on this basket because, like each time I say, I always coming out with something new to add on to improve the basket. So I will be seeing you guys later, and if you're in the Charleston City market, come down to see me. Look for Michael. Just ask any basket maker and they can direct them right to me. So I'll see you guys later.